Hey everyone, this is Bobo from the Mario server. I'm here to do a video on the Fate Servant event. It's basically a crossover event from the Fate Stay night, and it's not going to be around for too long. So let's get started and see how this event goes. This event is from July 14 to August 16, and it's basically an event where you roleplay as one of the characters from the Fate Stay night. So these are the following characters that you can roleplay as: Saber, Archer, Berserker, and in the end you get to fight Gilgamesh. This event is actually a daily quest, so you have to select a main character to start it. Now keep in mind that there are 3 parts to the quest, so that means you have to actually roleplay each character. After completing the event, you'll receive association seals and token of proofs, which you can exchange for these items, which is basically a personal shop bag of Archer and Saber, Archer's bow, Saber's caliber, and the Archer and Saber figurines for your homestead. Now keep in mind that there are 2 reward shops, one for association seals and one for token of proofs. They basically provide the same rewards except for a few things, such as the title and the association boxes. So you can see here that there is a different title under the token of proof and a different type of association box. This one is basically a association quality box, which I guess grants you a better chance of getting these following rewards. Now I'm sure right now you guys are wondering how to get token of proofs and association seals. So let's start off by showing you guys how this event is started. Basically, you want to go to Church Tunnel and find the suspicious priest behind the church. You're gonna have to set your main character for this event because, like I said, it is a daily event. It's something you're gonna have to do daily in order to get more seals and more tokens. Now once you've set your character, the next thing you're gonna have to do is talk to him again and choose which character you want to quote-unquote roleplay. If you look in your quest, you'll receive a quest called the Perfect Proof. For this quest, you actually need to get proof for each roleplay. So there's one for Ideals, Honor, and Will. So for Ideals, it's basically Archer. For Honor, it's Saber. And for Will, it's the Berserker. Once you complete this quest, you will get 1 token of proof, and that's basically how you get token of proofs. Now, that's why you gotta be very careful about choosing which one you want to do, because once you choose which one you do, you can't change it for that day. Now next I'm going to show you guys each roleplay. First one I'm going to show you guys is Archer, and he's pretty much probably the easiest one. Now when you load into the mission, you'll notice that your character is surrounded by 4 crystals. Your job in your roleplay is to protect these crystals and make sure mobs don't over attack them. Now you can use your generic Mabinogi skills such as windmill, smash, assault slash, but keep in mind that they have their own special skills. So like here you can see Archer has 2 special skills you can use against all these enemies, and definitely suggested that you guys use these skills. Like I said, Archer is probably the easiest one because his skills splash and do a hefty amount of damage to the enemies around him. Once it reaches approximately a little over 12 minutes, you might run into Gilgamesh to fight at the end. This depends on how well you protect the barriers on your character. Now don't worry about dying from Gilgamesh or from any of the mobs in this mission. Your character will actually respawn after 5 seconds and you'll be good as new. Now for the fight for Gilgamesh, you actually don't kill him, he just ends up leaving, and that's basically the end of the mission. You just exit from there and you're done. If you complete the event up to this point with Gilgamesh, you'll receive 9 association seals, and if you don't, you'll receive less than that depending on how far you went into the mission. Now don't worry, you can always redo this mission if you don't complete it all the way to Gilgamesh. Now the next roleplay is Honor, and for Honor it is the character Saber. For Saber, I would have to say she's kind of in the middle. She's still decently good, and also still a little bit hard to play with because of her skills. So one of her skills, you have to actually hold down and charge it a little bit. It doesn't have to be all the way, depending on how much damage you want to do. And she also does another skill that kind of resembles Shooting Rush. Now the last person on the list is the Berserker, and he is pretty much in my opinion, the hardest one to play. And the reason why is just his skills kind of can be difficult to use during this fight. One of his skills basically grants him immunity to damage and allows him to splash further, which is pretty good, but at the same time it kind of is laggish to me, at least, and sometimes I don't always get the enemies. And another downside to the skill is that while it's activated, you can't use any other skills. So you can't use a windmill if you needed to, or the other special skill he has. And the other skill that he has is a skill that's similar to Shooting Rush, just like Saber's skill, which basically attacks several enemies in front of him. Now, if you guys are doing the event and you don't have Gilgamesh show up, you'll basically see that the event will tell you that you can report your investigations. This basically lets you report it, but you don't entirely have to. If you report it now, you won't get all of the 9 association seals. So if you guys go ahead and do it again, you have a chance of running into Gilgamesh and getting the 9 seals instead of getting less. Once you complete this daily, you will receive an association box, association seals, and an AP potion. The association box has a random chance of giving you guys things like potions, red upgrade stones, and also rewards from the reward shop as well. One of the rewards that you guys may notice you can get from the box is a character summon scroll of characters from the Fate Stay Night. So for example, here is a summon scroll that I used of Archer, and basically, you know, he just fights alongside with me for about 3 minutes. They're not too strong, so I wouldn't rely on them for dealing hefty damage. It's just all for fun, all for looks. They're not really too smart either. Now remember to complete the Perfect Proof quest and receive your token of proof so you can get the quest again the next day. If you guys talk to the Suspicious Priest, you guys can see the seal shop and see how much it costs for each reward, whether it be tokens or association seals. Now here I decided to sacrifice one of my tokens for a quality box. So let's see what I get from this quality box. An enchant. So basically, you probably get a better chance of getting some of these rewards, but I don't really suggest it. It's not guaranteed to what you want, and there's not too many days left for this event. Alright, so that's basically the Fate Servant event. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Please feel free to leave comments below, and like always, guys, stay awesome and have fun.